Okay, so please tell our friends to reconnect again. Na? Okay na ato ang FB Live as well as our YouTube channel, DepEd Network TV. I remind everyone to put your mic on mute. So we're waiting for the others to reconnect. Nagaan sa natong time no kay nakuan siya ganiha. Tawag ato mamgaw. Palong siya ganiha. Palong jud. Okay, so again, we have another winner for our 100 load card. So for the first to log in for our second day, we have coming from Himalalo District, Ma'am Lisa G. Esco. Please communicate with our ITO, Ma'am Remelin Gauga, for your prize. Again, our link, we have the same link for our attendance, and it will be closed at 7 o'clock tonight.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so let's wait for the others. On our time, it's 12:59. So we are going to start at 1 o'clock because we still have 2 presenters according to Sir Dennis. Then after the 2 presenters, we'll have our 6th session, no? By Dr. Carl T. Credo. So we have 2 sessions this afternoon. So while waiting, na mga clarifications ganiha, no? So based on the memo, per participants in the schools, we have only 5 teachers plus 1 school head. So kuanan na sila sa school, ug mo decide mo na magpakuan mo sa inyong lunch og duha ka snack, so adto jud mo sa school. No? Ug naara mo sa balay, ga work from home, wala mo'y lunch, wala mo'y snacks. Kay klaro na nato ganiha. Dayon for transpo, ako pa nang iklaro ni Ma'am Joy later. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it's correct regarding the provision of food. Since we are virtual, so mo echo lagi.
Echo ta. Ay wala ga.
Mo echo gyapon. Ano ni? Sa ako ni Ma'am ay?
Ga loudspeaker ka, ma'am?
Wala ko kabaw. Ano ni siya?
Ato siya.
Ako i-check. Ako itang-tang. Okay na?
Ga-echo gyapon ko. Anhaon na kang ni Sir Nenyo, ma'am.
Sorry.
Miss I? Yes,
Miss I.
ma'am.
So tomorrow na ang session 7, Day. Tomorrow morning.
Karon, ma'am. Masunod ka ni Sir
karon.
Carl, ma'am.
So ako'y last this afternoon.
Miss I, kanang we will prepare a corrigendum.
Yes, ma'am.
Addendum. And
Addendum,
then since we are virtual, then maybe some will be attending at home. So we will state in the memo that you can have your options. Okay na? Wala na ko yung echo?
Wala na, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you na, Sir Nin. Wala na siya. So, siya daghan siya i-open. Okay, so we will state in the memo on the this clear
Option.
guidelines regarding options who will actually be provided food and those also for the transpo. Okay, and then we will also include there in the memorandum that in case schools have intermittent connection, they can have an option whether they will be joining at home or on site. But definitely, we encourage you to be all on site to join the team. But if it's not really possible, then we can have also, you also include there. But we have some also options. We have also some guidelines who will receive the allowance, katong sa inyong in terms of the traveling ba and the food. So katong giingon ni Miss Ay nga if you are at home, it is expected nga you are not included in the meal kay naa man gud ta sa balay kay ang guidelines sa COA is you're provided with food if you are on site. But there is no prohibition on attending seminar at home. Okay. We hope that it's clear. We'll try to look into this concern. Okay. But for our work arrangement as of now, because we are on MECQ with heightened restrictions, again, we are on 4 days and 1 day work from home. But that is for the regular work. In terms of training, that's another story. But we'll try to make it clear with our memorandum if there are some concerns on that area. Okay? So let's proceed, ma'am. Good that you have raised that concern. We'll include that all in the addendum. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right, so we are good to go. It's already 1:05, and then we are going to have two presenters this afternoon. So may I call in our facilitator, Mr. Dennis Andalahao, for the continuation of his session. Sir Dan. Sir Dennis.
Ay, basik si Sir Dennis, iparedy na lang siguro ang katong mo-present na mo-share sila.
Ma'am, good afternoon, Ma'am Joy.
Okay.
Actually, nakapili na ko ganiyag one of the presenter na to as
sige,
to
sir.
provide output, ma'am, no?
Abi na ko kinanglanon i-share sa kaning atong present niya dili.
Sila na akong papresentahon, ma'am.
I will sige.
Mutawag lang ko sa sa ilang PSDS, then I will let the PSDS to pick up sa mo present nga school nga sakop niya. So this time I will may I call Ma'am Hazel Argoncelio from Manhuyod District 1 sa pag present sa iyang mapilian nga school sa iyang district on the outputs of workshop nato about the voice of the customer. Ma'am Hazel? Naana ba si Ma'am Hazel ron?
Na si Ma'am Hazel, ma'am. Sir.
Nakamute ka, Ma'am Hazel.
Okay, ma'am. Good afternoon to all of you. For Manuyo District 1, I'm requesting our district planning officer to present to you the KPI of Manuyo District 1, particularly Tanglad Elementary School. Let us hear from Sir Rodney Tinahon.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rodney Sinaon, Principal 1 of. Based on our district KPI and upon the in-depth study, we found out that our cohort survival to uh, our data are the following. PC current grade 6 enrollment for the current school year is to be divided by BOSI grade 1 5 years ago. So our data is that based on the KPI, our for 2019, our enrollment for grade 6, we have here 447, and that is to be divided by 520, that is grade 1 5 years ago, and it will give us the answer 85.96. So I think based on the data, we are talking or seeing here, there might be our clientele are not satisfied with the services because consistency ang agamay over the last 3 years. So being part of the district CI, I guess we need to streamline our services in order to address this gap, sir. I think that would be all, Sir Dennis.
Okay, so moto ang sa kuano sa Manhoyo District 1, particularly in usa to sir Tanglad Elementary School.
Yes, sir.
School, Tanglad Elementary School.
Okay, so
Yeah.
okay, shall we give a virtual applause to Tanglad Elementary School? So this workshop unta no, we're going to present no a simple affinity diagram with regards to the kuano problems with one of our KPIs, no, but it's sad to say nga wag tay time no to present to us the kuano the presentation, but siguro sa musunod nga mga adlaw we can have a kuan. Yes ma'am. Yes sir.
Sir Kabag ni sir. Good afternoon.
Yes sir.
Sir, kanang pwede ma-share basin may kanang for correction purposes naman ako nagamang-agamay sir para if na-ay correction nasakit ang utana para pud para sa future nga pagaman amog CI kuan ma-corrected siya ako affinity kuan
Diagram.
Diagram.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, atong pasudlon si Sir Edfil Kabag for his kuano sample of his affinity diagram. Sir, please
Sir
take
Dennis,
it away,
pwede
sir.
niya i-present basig na siya
Allow me to share screen, sir.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Please tell me, sir, if I'm already sharing my screen.
As of now, okay, naana, sir. Sir.
Sige, sir. Wait, sir. Okay, sir. This is our affinity diagram. We are all of us are in Canlaon in Jose B. Cardenas High School, main junior high school department. We are in virtual attending the training. So after your session this morning, nag-meet me virtually rasad to gather information. Our baseline data, sir, is the ILMP of the learners. That's why we have taken there some of the notes in the ILMP that learners have difficulty in reading. So we focus on the grade 7 learners, sir, in this affinity diagram. The first there, sir, idea, the first note there is the learner told, I am a working student and I don't have time to focus on my studies. And these are the following also, as we cluster, these are the results. So, paki-check lang, sir, if okay, inahanap pa siya. So, first, sir, I'm helping my mother in the farm. No time to practice reading cause I work in the farm. And I have 10 other siblings and I prefer to help my parents find a living than to practice reading. Second cluster of idea is poor po ako sa study habits, and it has only one idea, sir, under it, has a weak foundation in reading. Then another is I have no interest in reading, and the idea is I hang out, and the other cluster is I hang out with my friends. So she has no, or he has no idea in interest in reading. The last is no one else in my family knows how to read, so no one can teach how to read. So my parents are busy, my parents are illiterate, so they can't help me improve my reading skills. So kana siya, sir, nangutana lang ko, sir, if ang atong ibutang diri to ang affinity diagram, sir, ang kato ilahad yung mga ang ilahad verbatim nga gisulti, sir, or ato i-transcribe na, sir, according to our words na, sir.
Actually, sir, katod yung verbatim, sir, kay based on the presentation ganiha, kuan gid siya verbatim, no? Like for example, in the affinity diagram for grade 7 students requirements on learning English words. So, verbatim gid siya, sir. And then one comment, sir, on the kuan kaning pag thematic kuan mo grouping, no? Based on the themes sa kada usa, siguro, sir, kinahanglan dili ta mo limit lang sa usa lang, no, per
Yes.
kuan, per theme, kay posible
Lima
man
ra kabuok members,
lima
sir.
lang
So,
mo.
oo.
Okay.
Sa
Sige.
school CI, sir, ba wala may learners ron, sir. So lima may
Okay.
ka members. So mora po na magikuha na mga idea ang mga kuan.
Mga teachers.
Members.
Okay. So
In
siguro
aid lang, sir, o presentation, sir, ba?
Oh. Okay. So siguro kung ato gyud siyang ikuan, no, when we go deeper on the kuan, no, the statements or some of the reasons nga nung di siya makabasa pag-ayo, so possibly in one of this kuan kaning mga theme naa pa gyud siya sulod, no, pero siguro as for the sake of kuan presentation, no, for the information of everyone, mga participants, this is one of the kuan, wonderful example regarding affinity diagram. So makita gyud nato, no, ang ilahang mga statement verbatimly kung unsa gyud mga rason nila nganong dili sila makatuon pag-ayo. So sir, Sir Edfield Cabag, thank you so much for your sharing your ideas to the group, no?
Okay, sir.
So
Okay, sir.
this would be the basis po sa uban nga kuan po sila, maka-come up po sila maayo pod nga mga affinity diagram just like yours, Sir Edfield, no? So
Thank you,
thank you kayo. And then dili lang ko mo holding you dugay because we still have two presenters, si Sir Carl Credo and our CI SGUD chief, Ma'am Rachel Picardal, on their respective mga topics, no? So again, thank you so much sa inyong pag participate diri sa ato ang CI kining capacity building, no, on flagship project designing. So again, salamat kay ninyong tanan, and then back to you, Miss I.
Wow. Mura tag kuan ani ha, weather report. Thank you very much, Sir Dan, and thank you very much, Manhuyod 1, Ma'am Hazel, and Sir Edfield Cabag of Kanla on 1 for your presentation. Thank you very much, Ma'am and Sir. And now let us proceed with our session 6 today. And this is step 3 which is walk the process, and this would be facilitated to us by our planning officer 3. Let's all welcome him with a resounding virtual applause and love, Dr. Carl T. Corredo.
Low 101 gyapon sir ka. Kagwapo ha.
Okay, take it away, Sir Carl.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone.
Madunggan ra si Sir Carl.
Good ma'am, silent night
Wala
jud.
man.
Silent
Dili
night
gyud.
po,
Dili
madunggan.
gyud.
Okay,
Wala
one
wala
minute.
static siya.
Wala gyud. Silence ra
Wala
gyud,
gyud.
ma'am.
Sige, sige. Kakuan pa ga. Gi-troubleshoot.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so good afternoon once again to our, my salute and respect to our SDS, Sir Sinan Priscilla Pauline, and as well as to our two ASDSS. We have Ma'am Joy Arcilia and our concurrent chief as well, Dr. Nilita Ragay, and to Ma'am Rachel, our mother in the SGOD, to Ma'am Carmi and all the participants out there, our PSDSS. Good afternoon. So this afternoon, afternoon, my topic will be all about walk the process. This is stage one, the assess stage. At the same time, I'm already in the step three, walk the process. So I believe that you're already in your team, you are crafting already, and you are conceptualizing already what you're going to do with your flagship. So may I invite your attention on the next slide? As you can see, I am tracking you already on what particular stage you are. So we are now in the walk the process. I believe that you have already gained idea on how you organize your project. So I'm happy that you were able to do the necessary information already on what would be your background, what would be your statement, um, problem, or your CI project template. You're already aware of all those things. And glad to note also that you are already equipped with the knowledge on how you are going to get through in dealing with your customers or your particular recipients. You were taught about affinity diagram by Sir Dennis just a while back. Then you were able to identify already what you're going to do with the voice of the customer. So we are going to reflect all our attentions on those different things. And prior to going to identifying priority improvement areas, we need to know about the different processes and how important are the mappings, how important that we need to know this particular process. So as you can see, if we are going to think it over, no, a certain project or a certain thing that we're going to craft with needs to have a process. Okay, so that is why I'll be bringing to you later on what a CPOC could be. Ayun po kayo yung illiteral, basin of if you are tired of listening to me, then you will have sipok sa inyong otok, ng sipok na ang inyong otok. Anyway, I'm just kidding. But I'm bringing you all through with process mapping, activity chart, deployment chart. And then of course, this session this afternoon is more on the charts. So I'll be your partner this afternoon's session. All right. So again, it's walk the process. So I'll first going to invite you again to this particular key message. Uh, Walk the process is the key in identifying where the issue is located in the process. Walk the process helps identify what data to collect to further understand the issue. So we're dealing with different issues, we're dealing with different concretizing, I mean, of different things in which we are trying to prepare ourselves on what particular project we are going to implement. But all you need to do, and I would like to inform everyone ahead, that in doing such, you will be dealing with problems, encountering with let's say, situations which are not so good. That is why mapping, that is why process is really very important. Okay, it is where we can see what issues that we need to um, talk about, what issues that we need to go into so that we can provide a particular solution to this issue. And of course, in connection to that, we need also to um, try to get data, collect data in order for us to understand the issue. And that will happen if the process is well done. All right? So, walking through the principles of process mapping and the different charts. So, as you see, The objective really is for you to totally know and understand the process through a direct observation. I would like to remind everyone that we need not to rely on memory and knowledge on the process. You have to be very careful on that. Sometimes in making and crafting a certain project, we all somehow underestimate. We'll say that it is already recorded in our minds, it is already recorded in our schema. But writing into a process and putting it into a map is another thing because it will really help you see situations wherein you can adjust, you can also add, or you can get on a particular process which are no longer part of that particular crafting. And do not use interview information to identify the steps of the process. Be discerning of information provided by process owners. And of course, map the whole process yourself and within your team. Okay? So the question now is, what is really a process? So we keep on talking about process, we keep on talking about mapping, and certainly I know that it's already in your mind right now. Process is like this and like that. But definitely, we need to go deeper on the substance of what process is all about. So, here, a process is a set of interrelated or interacting activities. Take note now, interrelating and interactive activities which transforms input into output. If you are really equipping yourselves through education and you are enrolling to your master's and your dissertation, you can really see a conceptual framework in there in which it's familiar to all of us that there are inputs and outputs. You can see you can see there input, process, and output, IPO. But definitely in this particular thing, it's not it's not far on the thought because I'm bringing you onto this particular thing. Remember, it's an interrelated or interacting activities which will transform input into outputs. So this set of activities is definable, repeatable, measurable, and predictable in a closed loop system. And I would like you to remind everybody that you cannot improve a process that you do not understand. Take note of that. You cannot improve a process that you do not understand. My dear friends, nowadays in a real life situation, we can see how maps are helping to us. We build confidence to go anywhere just because we're confident about any road. So it's just like that. You can relate how important the map is, the process is. So the process map, or certainly a process, will give you the idea of the process workflow. Hmm? It will give us the idea of a process workflow. In determining the concept of providing the best to our customers, we need to be very vigilant in taking considerations on the process. Why? Because a process will show to us consecutive steps we take to complete one task. Remember that